To begin the category approval process, first go to Amazon.com and log into your seller account. Type in your email address and password. Click Sign in using our secure server. Go to Your Account. Click on Your Account. Now go and click on your seller account. Now to find the page that begins the category approval process, go into the search bar and type in category approval and click the magnifying glass. Now what you want to do is click on the very first link that says categories and products requiring approval. Now you reach the page that shows the different categories requiring approval. Now to reach the page for clothing and accessories approval, click on the clothing and accessories link. On this page, Amazon's telling you about how important it is to have images formatting in the correct fashion. You can use live models here, but you cannot use mannequins. There's parent-child variations. That means you can see all these different colors. Those are considered children off the parent listing, which the parent listing would just be polo Ralph Lauren men's half zip pullover cotton sweater, while the children are the different sizes and colors of the sweater. You need at least 5 images of at least 2 different products. Click Request Approval. Of the clothing products that you intend to sell new, click Yes. You cannot sell used clothing on Amazon. The products do you intend to sell, click between 101 and 1,000. I think just 1 through 5 and 6 through 100 are a bit small. Where do you sell the products? Other. I'm just going to write, I will sell solely on Amazon.com. Are you the brand owner? No, I do not own a clothing brand. Do you buy the products you intend to sell directly from the manufacturer? Click Yes. Please list the brands you intend to sell in this category. When answering the question of what brands you intend to sell in this category, I like to write in 4 different brands. The brands that you list do not seem to matter at all. I've even listed a restricted brand before, which was Levi's, and my application still went through. However, I suggest listing 4 brands that are not restricted, especially when you eventually fill out the flat file. Some of these unrestricted brands include Billabong, Carhartt, Calvin Klein, Columbia, Hanes, Nike, Puma, O'Neill, Volcom, and more. Later on, when you are approved in clothing, you can see if a brand is restricted by using the Amazon Sellers app and looking up an item. Or you can double check to make sure the brands are not restricted by going to your Amazon Seller account, going to Inventory, Add a Product, then you can begin typing in brands that you might think would be good to sell or that you would like to sell. I'm going to start with Puma. And since Puma sells shoes, shirts, and a million other things, I'm going to write shirt because this will make sure that it does not bring up shoe listings, which are separate categories and have separate requirements. Click Enter. Now you'll see Puma men's iconic V-neck tee black medium. All right, that's good. But what you want to focus on is that you can see the Sell Yours button. That is what you want to have, so that way you know the brand is not restricted. Well, if I go to Levi, type in Levi skinny for skinny jeans, you can see instead of the Sell Yours button, says a listing limitations apply. You just know straight away that that brand is restricted. So move on to another brand. The brands that I'm going to use are Puma, Carhartt, Billabong, and O'Neill. You can use other brands. This is just what I'm using as the example. Now we're going to find 5 clothing images to use for our clothing application. So what you can do is just source these images straight off of Amazon's website. Go to Amazon.com. Then if you want, you can scroll down to clothing. I'm going to go to men's. Just click the search button. If you scroll down, you'll see all sorts of different brands that you can choose from. I already know what brands I'm going to use, so instead I'm just going to start typing names of items that I might want from those brands. So I'm going to type in Puma, fleece, zip. All right, right away I see some that would be pretty good. I'm going to go with this here. Sometimes I try not to pick ones that have models using them because then you see that there's all these extra little spaces that you have to delete. And I also do not use ones that have this stock model looking guy, especially like this right here. If I click on this, you'll see that if I scroll on other images, they just swapped out the color, and Amazon does not like that if you're to use them on your flat file. So I'm just not even going to use that. I'm going to go with ones that show clothing only. So let's go back to this fleece full zip hoodie, and we can hover over it so we know that meets the 1000 pixel image requirement. I'm using Safari, and I'm going to go to develop, show page source, and click on this images folder and just begin scrolling down with my down arrow key on my keyboard. You'll end up finding a really large image. Going to drag this onto the desktop. Here's another one that's blue, but it's not quite as large an image. So what you're going to want to do is go right back, click on the blue and orange. Now go to develop, and you'll see that it's there now. Drag that to the desktop as well. Next, we're going to find some Billabong items. Maybe Billabong board shorts. With the stock models, they'll also have the shadows or reflection on the bottom, and I don't want to have to cut those out, so I'm not going to opt for those. Here's one without shadows, and when I scroll over, it's showing just a regular plain photo without the model in it. Alright, that's pretty good right there. So I'm going to use that. I'm not going to bother with using these. Again, you see it's pretty much just color swapped and has extra reflections on the bottom. We don't want to use that. Just the clothing itself. Go to develop, show page source, images. You can scroll down here, and we'll say like 200.jpg end up being smaller. Ones that end up with 1500.jpg are usually the large ones, so you can kind of scroll and just pick those out really quickly. I'm going to bring that to the desktop. Other brand that we're going to do was Carhartt. Do hat. Okay, here's the classic Carhartt hat, no model or anything. There's a bunch of colors to choose from. There we go. Can hover over it so we know the image is large enough. Develop, show page source. Again, click on the images tab. That was the other color. It's another one. Use this one. Drag and drop that to the desktop. And these will be good to use for parent and children. So we'll use those later on our flat file. So we have 4 images now. We need one more. Go O'Neill, board shorts. Okay. Little bit grainy. This is good. We're going to grab 3 board shorts, go to develop, show page source, this one, no, not that one, it's grainy. This is it. And you can see it says 1137. It's the pixel width. That one said 1500. But it just looked so grainy that I think Amazon will flag it. Alright, open all of these. Just highlight them. Right click, open with Photoshop. Go Command J to duplicate layer. And W for the magic wand tool. Click the white background with the magic wand tool. That looks nice and clean. Select Inverse, Command C to copy. Create a new layer, Command V to paste. Done with that one. O'Neill 1. We'll do it as a ping. Same thing here. Command J, duplicate layer. Magic wand tool there. Click the white background with the magic wand tool. Now select inverse, so it's selecting the shorts itself and not the background. Command C to copy. You can go Command Option Shift N for new layer. Command V to paste it. Save as a ping file. O'Neill 2. Command J to duplicate layer. I'm going to check this image size here. 1500, that's good. I'm going to use the crop tool though. Bring it in a little bit. W for magic wand tool. Click the white background with the magic wand tool. Cuts around there fine. Select inverse. Command C to copy. New layer, Command V to paste. Save as a ping file. Billabong. See here. Puma. Command J to duplicate layer. W for the magic wand tool. Click the white background with the magic wand tool. We can zoom in just to make sure. Looks good. Sometimes right under the underarm can get a little more difficult, but this looks pretty clean. Select inverse, Command C to copy, new layer, Command V to paste. That's done. File save as. Do ping Puma 1. Duplicate layer, Command J. I believe that in Windows that's Control J. Magic wand tool. Click the white background with the magic wand tool. Select inverse, Command C to copy, new layer, Command V to paste. Save as a ping file. Puma 2. Now for this Carhartt hat, go Command J to duplicate the layer. Click on this icon to hide the visibility of the background layer. Go W for the magic wand tool. Click on the white background with the magic wand tool. Go select inverse, Command C to copy, create a new layer, by clicking on this create a new layer icon. Go Command V to paste. Hide this bottom layer. Now we're going to save this out as a ping. Carhartt. Do your products have UPCs? Yes, my products have UPCs. Click no. Does your tool catalog have more than 50 items? Click yes. Click continue. Pure white backgrounds only. So you have to be able to click to enlarge. Has to be at least 1,000 pixels. Your images must be devoid of any borders, watermarks, or text. And your photos, if you have a real model, it's cool. Mannequins are not cool. Use up the majority of the space, 85%. That's no good. No multi-views. And actually, the scarves, they literally have to be in this circular arrangement. You cannot just drape them or lay them flat. They have to be in this circular scarf fashion. No nudity. No digital renderings, drawings, or clip art. Alright, upload the images that we have here. Alright, click continue. And then you're going to fill out a little bit of extra information like your telephone number. Then type your annual estimated online revenue for the clothing category. Then finally, write a company description. We provide exceptional quality goods and service. Sounds good. Click submit application. Now the first part of the application is completed. Amazon will contact us in 24 hours or less.